Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Arnn. It's great to be at Hillsdale. It's great to be in Michigan. You know, as the governor of the free state of Florida, when I want to visit Michiganders in early April, I usually just go to Naples because I think the entire Midwest is down in Southwest Florida. But we are proud to be here waving the flag for the freest state in these United States. And it's not something that came by accident. It's something that took a lot of work, a lot of effort. And we talk about it a little bit in the book. In 2018, so 4.5 years ago, I was elected by 32,000 votes out of over 8 million votes that were cast in the state of Florida. It was less than 0.5%. And if you look the previous decade in the state of Florida before me becoming governor, we had 1-point races. Governor, president, 2010, 12, 14, 16, 18, 1 point in all those marquee races. And so when I was getting ready to take office, a lot of people told me, and not unreasonably, trim your sails, don't rock the boat, closely divided state, very close election, just kind of keep your head down, don't make any waves, because you don't want to upset this political balance in the state of Florida in a way that's not going to redound to your benefit. And I understood that advice, but I also rejected that advice. My view is I may have earned a mere 50% of the vote, but that entitled me to wield 100% of the executive power, and I intended to do that to advance our agenda and to deliver for the people of Florida. Now, as you're preparing to do that, before we took office, I was mindful that being elected the chief executive of a state is not the same as being elected the dictator of the state, as much as the media tries to act like we do that. The reality is we've been able to be effective at wielding this power because I had an understanding of where the pressure points are, what the limits were. I had all my staff compile all the list of all the constitutional, statutory, and customary powers of the governor. I had an agenda that I needed to get through a constitutional system that had checks and balances and separation of powers. So we had a good sense of where the pressure points were. We knew how we could use our executive leverage. I knew what my powers were vis-a-vis local government. I've removed people like Sheriff of Broward after Parkland. I removed supervisors of elections. I've removed a George Soros-funded prosecutor in Tampa. So we knew that not only did we have to deliver substantively, but in order to deliver substantively, we had to navigate that constitutional system, and we had a plan to do it, and we executed. I also said, I'm not taking polls as governor of Florida. I can take a poll of this room, and first of all, I can take a poll of this room, ask the question a different way, and get a different result because it's dependent on the wording. But a poll is a static analysis of what people may think at a given time. What a poll doesn't tell you is what the result would be if a leader sets out a vision, executes on that vision, and then delivers results. Because if you do that, you can move people in your direction. So a leader is not captive to polls, not responsive or responsive to every blip in public opinion. Leader gets ahead of those things. A leader drives public opinion. And so that's what we set out to do, and that's what we ended up doing. I also said that I could be the best decision maker. I could have a great vision. I could do all this, or any governor could do all that. But if you don't have people serving in the administration who share the vision and are going to be on the ground implementing that vision, then it's not going to amount to very much. And the reality is, in politics, you have people that can be drawn that are bringing their own agenda to what is going on. And I made it very clear, if you have any other agenda but what the best interest of the state of Florida is and the best interest of our agenda, if you have any other agenda, pack your bags and leave. And we had to dismiss some people early, but the result has been, and to hear people like Dr. Arnn talk about how Florida gets it done on all this stuff. Matt Spalding has worked with our folks. They are able to carry in these ideas and actually get it to stick. We don't do palace intrigue. We don't do any drama. In fact, we don't talk to the media. We've had no leaks in the media for over 4 years, and they get very upset about that. The way we speak is through our actions. You never know what's going to happen the next day. You never know what announcement we're going to roll out. You never know what lever we're going to pull. But that's how we make news, by doing substantive things. And I think that that's served us